Hi foodie friends, I'm Jessica with Savory Experiments, and today we are making Oscar-style steak. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have delicious recipes every single Wednesday. So what is an Oscar-style steak? Well, it's any cut of beef or veal that is topped with a butter-based sauce and some sort of seafood. Today we are making a crab imperial, but some places also use lobster. Either one is fine. You can even use clams, mussels, or oysters with this same recipe. Let's get started. I have mayonnaise in a bowl. This creamy mayonnaise is going to be the base and part of the binder that holds it all together. And next is the crab meat. You can go for a jumbo lump crab meat, but I prefer to use just regular lump, not jumbo lump, because it gets a little bit pricey. This is blue crab. Blue crab is sweeter, very, very local here in Maryland where we are, and we swear by crab. I'm using about 8 ounces. A crab imperial wouldn't really work with Alaskan crab or snow crab. It's a different flavor, different texture, different consistency, and it won't blend up as nice to be able to top those steaks. 1 egg white. The egg white is also gonna help be the binder, hold it all together on top. Breadcrumbs, these are unseasoned. You could totally use seasoned. No one's gonna get mad at you, just adds a little bit more flavor. Little bit of chopped parsley. True Marylanders would tell you that chopped parsley or anything green has no place in a crab cake, but you know what? I think it does, adds a little bit of herby flavor. Fresh lemon juice, please go fresh. That acid really gives it a nice zing, a nice little taste to it that anything in a bottle won't have. And we are in Maryland, so we are using Old Bay. This is our salt, our seafood seasoning. Give it a generous punch here. Any kind of seafood seasoning will do. You can also use just plain salt if you don't want any other competing flavors. And lastly, Worcestershire sauce. Yes, I said it correctly the first time. That was awesome. Couple dabs. You don't need much. It is a very bold flavor. Stir it all together, but be very gentle when you're stirring because you don't want to break up those crab bits. A lot of crab imperials don't have a ton of actual crab meat in them, so this one is loaded down with crab meat. Crab imperial is basically like a super creamy crab cake, and it usually goes on top of chicken for chicken Chesapeake or a chicken imperial. Or you could bake this in a small casserole dish and use it as a side dish. That's all we've got. Now we are gonna get our beef started. We've got some filet mignon to use for our Oscar-style steak. I have already tied these off and seasoned them with salt and pepper. This is a preheated cast iron pan, nicely seasoned. So we didn't need any oil. Hear that sizzle? I love that sizzle. Tying beef, even a New York strip, will help keep all of the fibers together so that it cooks evenly to whatever temperature you desire. Okay. It's browning up nicely, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn these over. You wanna get a nice brown on the outside. The oven is gonna give you the color and temperature that you're really looking for. It's gonna cook the rest of the beef and the crab imperial. These are looking great, so I'm gonna go ahead and top them off with the crab imperial. Hefty dose on each one. Basically like having a crab cake on top of your steak, which is the best surf and turf you can do. Mound it on real high. Nothing to lose here, guys. Nothing to lose. Oh, we lost a piece. Get that out, get it on top. There we go. Glorious mounds of crab on top of beef, and we're gonna let that bake for about 12 minutes in the oven. We are ready. We have a restaurant-style surf and turf, but made at home. It's a little bit more pricey, so I don't blame you if this isn't like on your regular weeknight rotation. If it is, bless you. Invite me over for dinner. Plate it on up. All you got to do is transfer it. I made a beurre blanc sauce, which is an emulsified butter sauce made with white wine and shallots, so it really brings out the natural flavors in the crab. You don't need a lot, just a little spoonful over the top. I like all of my seafood with fresh citrus, so I serve it with a tad bit of lemon. And of course, veggies to round out the meal. I'm gonna use the same spoon because quite honestly, I'll probably put the sauce all over my veggies too. These are basic roasted veggies. There you go. Perfect dinner party meal, super easy. You got to spend time with your guests. From my kitchen to yours, have a great day.